Hey guys, this is Kai. Just doing a little update. I don't know if you can tell, but something is different. Might it be the naked shelves behind me? Yes! It's because I spent the last 4.5 days packing up my shit. Actually, I spent the first 2.5 days, I guess I could say the first 2 days, dealing with movies. I have seen over 30,000 movies, and I own a lot. I would say 400 movies, easily. I have 4 huge binders, all sort of like this, full to bursting with movies. Now, Mr. and I have lived in close proximity to each other. Well, we've been living near each other. And for the last 8 or so years, I've really been cultivating my movie collection, and she's started to cultivate her movie collection in the last 2 years or so. So between the two of us, we have 400 or 500 movies. No, I have more than that. I don't know. We have a whole bunch. It's a ridiculous amount. And I own most of the movies that we have as a group, but she owns movies that I don't have because our collections complement each other, because both of us buying a copy of the movie just doesn't make sense. So the first 2.5 days I've spent separating those movies and making our collections a little bit more full as standalone entities. And I don't have a censor when it comes to what I watch, but she is very prudish, and so a lot of the movies that I have she's not interested in. So her collection is still a lot smaller, but it's been fleshed out a bit over the last week or so, because I've been, anyway. So that took up a lot of time. Plus I've been doing homework for 2 classes that are both programming languages and both very different. Also, this is the second time I've shot this video because I haven't used this program in a while, because I've had a standalone camera that shoots better video, but I packed up my tripod, and so the only effect I would have would be like crazy shaky cam, and because it's an optical zoom, you would hear as it tries to find my face. So I'm using my trusty old webcam again, and that's why I'm wearing these, because the sound from the webcam is really shit, and the sound from my Bose headphones are much better, but it's not as good. And so I shot it in a format that my editing program couldn't work with, and when I tried to convert it, it was like, so that sucked. Yes. I've packed something like 16 boxes today, of which maybe 4 are coming to my new place, because that's a lot of the stuff I don't need. And if I'm going to move again within the next year to my own place and not my friend's place, I don't want to move all this crap twice. And it's stuff that I have in a digital format already on my computer, or I haven't looked at in a few years, and therefore it's not hugely relevant, but it may hold like emotional significance to like my life, and so I want to keep it. But I'm also throwing a lot of junk away because I was homeless when I was 21. I had a really strong fixation on material possessions. Even though I don't need them, they just kind of made me feel safe, because I had a period where I was homeless. So, but it's getting better, obviously, and so I'm starting to throw away things that I'm like, why do I even have this? I found like a ream of paper wedged inside a clipboard. So I sometimes go through my stuff and I'm like, why do I even have this? 8-year-old pills and 9-year-old candy, I'm like, why is this here? And it's because I throw it in a box and forget about it, just because it makes me feel safe that there's something in there. It's weird. Yay! So I have just bags and bags of garbage, and then I have boxes and boxes of things that I paid money for that's still good, like books. I have 10 bags, like 10 boxes of books. It's crazy. But books I don't need because I've read them recently or I've read them multiple times. And maybe they just hold an emotion, like maybe I remember them and they were like really good to me when I was really young and struggling a lot. But I have them now on my iPad, which is like super small and literally in my pocket 90% of the time. So my entire collection of books, except for a few, are in my pocket all day. And the ones that are not in my pocket, they're coming with me if I haven't read them in the last 5 years. But I literally will be living about an hour away. So if I need them, they're here. But there's things like I'm a trained holistic practitioner and I'm a level 2 Reiki master and you know, I studied aromatherapy and reflexology. So I have all these like notes that are like 10 years old of like all my Reiki stuff that I don't need, but I still have. And I haven't referenced them in like 10 years since I took the classes, but they're just taking up space. So I'm having to like go through every possession that I have and be like, do I really need this? I don't. Okay, throw it away. Or, well, I might, so I'll put it in a box and maybe pick it up in the next year. And I'm close enough that if I need something, I can literally drive by, pick it up, and drive to my new place, and it's fine, you know. So I'm actually not taking as many things as I thought I was going to take, which is a little therapeutic. I'm going to go a little zen and sort of low maintenance, which is nice, but then I have to deal with what I'm going to do with all the stuff. Saturday, I have a bunch of people coming over, and we're going to take all these things to the new place and watch a movie and have dinner. And then Sunday, a different bunch of people are going to come over and help me unpack whatever I'm taking with me, which is not much. And besides, I have 3 bookshelves, 2 of which are practically empty. These are just things that I don't need that maybe my family can use. I have a bookshelf of knickknacks, which I need to put in fragile packaging, and I didn't buy bubble tape when I went out today to buy boxes because I'm so smart. But when I was out buying boxes, I did buy more movies. So I have a problem, guys. This is horrible. So fragile knickknacks will be packaged today when I wake up because it's 4 o'clock in the morning, and I started filming this 45 minutes ago. And then I was trying to edit it and couldn't. So, throwing away some of the stuff, packaging some of the stuff for storage. Then I have to deal with what's in my closet, which is half of my clothes, because the other half's already clean and put away. And some other things that I have to put in storage or throw away. And I'll be ready, except for my computer, which I'm going to dismantle like the day of, because I cannot live without. But I just wanted to let people know that I'm alive. Everybody and their mom seems to be getting top surgery right now, and gender marker changes and name changes, and I haven't started anything. But my therapist did send my T letter to the doctor that's under my health care, my insurance, near where I'll be living, who is an endo, and hopefully we can get the ball rolling on that. She said she talked to them and told them my name was Ky and I'd be a new patient, and they seemed really nice. But I've called 5 times in the last 2 days to get an appointment, and I can't seem to get an appointment because the doctor works in 2 different offices, which I didn't know. And the day that I called for an appointment was Wednesday, and on Wednesday he doesn't work at the office that I called, which is a secondary office, not his primary office. So I tried to make an appointment, and the guy blew me off, and then I called back, and he said, oh, well, he's at the other office, call over there. So I called over there, and they said, well, we're closing because it's 5 o'clock. So I called today, and they told me, can you call back in an hour because blah, blah, blah. And I said, sure, and I called back in an hour, and they said, can we call you back? So, nothing. But hopefully I can cement an appointment tomorrow for next week before I get into work. And when I meet the doctor, he's going to tell me I'm too fat and not give me tea. because that's just the way my life goes. And until I go full-time, I can't get top surgery. So that's fun. Which he may also say I can't get because I'm too fat. So fun times ahead. But it's going to be a crazy weekend. And then somehow I have to come back to the area to have lunch for my date on Monday. And I don't know how that's going to play out after a hectic weekend. I'm exhausted. There's a lot of emotional components to this and not just mental components. I'm a little petered out, but I still have a lot to do, but I have less to do than I thought I had to do. So, juggling invisible balls. In my last FtM, It's a Man's World community update, my topic was dating, and it's asking really how your dating life has been affected by you transitioning, but I don't have a dating life, so I talked about my opinions about dating and how I feel about it. And I mentioned the fact that while I find some trans men attractive, while I find attractive trans men attractive, I don't really want to date them, and it's caused a lot of dialogue to happen between me and other people. And I just want to say, this is a complicated topic, and I think it deserves its own forum. So hopefully next week, when I have a little time after I've settled in, I'll be able to create a video about it. And I would really like for you guys to message me back, like to video me back, because the comment boxes are very small. And if you message me privately, I don't mind, but then nobody can be part of the conversation because it's just you and me. So if you don't want to be on camera, just record yourself with audio. And if you do want to be on camera, record yourself with video, and then we can have a dialogue. That would be great. But there's a lot of components to that, and I think it should get its time in the sun or whatever. I made a video about jewelry that was really shitty, I don't know, 3 months ago. Can you believe I've been on It's a Man's World FtM 1 for like 7 months, and I still haven't transitioned. But if anybody's interested in getting any of that jewelry, or knows a trans woman or a cis woman or somebody who would like some of that jewelry, hit me up before I let my sister scavenge it all. And then you can get some free jewelry. Yes. That was something else. But it's already been an hour since I started filming this, so I don't remember. But, yes, wish me luck. It's going to be crazy. And hopefully I can get this all finished tomorrow. I hope I make a video on Sunday about the next topic, which is information that will help other trans guys. I don't know if I have any. Watch YouTube topic down. If you have any questions for me or whatever, you know how to comment. I believe it's down there. You guys have a lovely weekend, or at least a few days until I talk to you again. Catch you guys next time. Ky out.